process of concerted efforts, men seem to have taken all the front seat. No wonder it's called mankind and not womankind. But we are the builders of dream, regardless of our gender. I'm Aisha Pradhan. I founded HerNet Television, which is Asia's first TV on women's well-being in 2018. I work for the well-being of women, children, transgender, minority, autistic and underprivileged community of Bangladesh. HerNet Television enables women to raise voices on issues that is ignored by mainstream media. We also aid the dynamic group of women and share their stories worldwide. Bangladesh, we have such a youth demographic, amazing young minds. So HerNet Television, HerNet Foundation and European Union together, we are bringing the brightest minds of each universities and we are proposing them with a topic, and they are supposed to enlighten us with the challenges that the country and they as a youth face. At the same time, they would be also proposing a solution.
Government can encourage them to send money through formal mediums by introducing pension system.
Well, thank you so much. Very well put. Now I come to Nafisa Haq.
I'm very grateful to European Union and HerNet TV for arranging such a prestigious event to talk about balancing development and values.
অনুষ্ঠান পরিচালনা করেন হারনেট গ্রুপের প্রতিষ্ঠাতা আইশা প্রধান।
The students are doing practical work most often. Implement the sustainable urbanization that also have less footprints of carbon or anything that is not sustainable, and cultural preservation is also very important for us to have a touch of identity, a touch of patriotism, and nationalism is very much aligned with our cultural reflection. So that's why I think cultural preservation is also very important. Giving you guys a fulfilling internship so you can actually have some knowledge.
একটা দেশের সর্বোচ্চ ওয়েলথ হচ্ছে দ্য ইউথ। এখন এটা কিন্তু আমার দেশের জন্য সর্বনাশ হয়ে যাবে যদি ইউথগুলো রাইট ট্র্যাকে যদি ডিরেকশন না পায়। আমি যদি 10টা ইউনিভার্সিটির টপ ছেলে মেয়েদেরকে একটা ড্রিম দেখাইতে পারি যে বি দ্য নেক্সট মার্ক জাকারবার্গ না বি দ্য নেক্সট কাজী নজরুল ইসলাম, ওই ড্রিমটা যদি দেখাতে পারি তাহলে আমার দেশের যে প্রবলেমটা ইট উইল নট স্টে। আজকে আমার মতো একটা অ্যাভারেজ মেয়ে যদি আমি এতটুকু কাজ করতে পারি, ইম্যাজিন এই ব্রাইট মাইন্ডসরা কী করতে পারে। What Bangladesh have, many greater developed or even advanced nations don't, and that is our youth demographic. It is our collective responsibility to prepare these demographics to reap the maximum benefits for our nation.
We as a representative of our organization, as a citizen of this globe, need to do. I will reflect on two things. Number one, the role of conflicts. Countries like us need better regulation in the world media instead of petty politicalism. All shed tears in Palestine. Yet, the United Nations, that supposed guardians of peace, fails to quell the flames of war. Why, I ask? Perhaps there can be a change of order in the United Nations. The affected country can actually have a say when war decisions are being made.
Sometimes I overestimate myself. So suddenly I realized HerNet Television, we always do exceptional things. Like our TV is the first one that hired third gender community as a program producer, reporter, and a staff. And now we can see many such third genders. They're leading the media and some national television as well. So we definitely take pride in that. We work for the women empowerment, women education, women health. We also bring men. That's what drives our slogan, if you all know. Holding hands together.
So I have always been involved in my family business and also in media. There's one thing I realized. Women voices or women's journey are not portrayed in our so-called mass media. Only if you are a celebrity or a singer or a dancer, they are paparazzi. And that sort of triggered in me. I see organizations like GYP, UN, or kind of works that all of you are doing. Those work needs focus, attention, and spreading in our community. And that's how my television was born. We work for the children, the underprivileged women, and so many of my friends, they have all come to either my television or participated in our show.
In our country, there was not enough windows to bring the voices of women or people with disabilities. Hence, HerNet was born, and we have amplified contemporary women's empowerment movement in Bangladesh. In addition, we also share the dynamic communities of women, either they're disabled or different minorities or groups. So we are actually creating ambience.
তো সেখানে ইকুইটির কথা চলে আসে যে একটা মেয়ে হিসেবে আমরা যেটা ফেস করে বড় হই ছেলেদের করতে হয়। তো আপনারা যারা আছেন যে তরুণ ছেলেরা, অ্যাকচুয়ালি ইউ গাইজ আর মাই মেইন টার্গেট, না অন্য কোনো সেন্সে না। আমার মনে হয় আপনারা যদি দায়িত্বটা নেন আপনার পাশের মেয়ে বান্ধবীকে, আপনার বোনকে, আপনার মাকে, আপনার খালাকে, ইউ উইল গিভ দ্য স্পেস, দ্য রেসপেক্ট, দ্য প্লেস।
Driven by a focus on sustainability, employment generation, and economic growth. We also have more than 200 certified wood factories, accounting for approximately 10% of the country's total garment factories. Our wood sector is contributing to $1 trillion fashion industry around the world.
HerNet Foundation 2018 সালে উইমেন এম্পাওয়ারমেন্ট নিয়ে কাজ করি এবং HerNet টেলিভিশন বিশ্বের প্রথম নারী বলাঙ্গিক টিভি। আমরা অজস্র কোলাবোরেশন করেছি গভর্নমেন্ট, ইন্টারন্যাশনাল অর্গানাইজেশন, অসংখ্য ফরেন মিশনগুলো। তো আজকে যে সাইনিং সেরেমনিটা হয়েছে, আমি গতবার যখন এপিসিসি রিসার্চ সেন্টারে যখন আমাদেরকে ইনভাইট করা হয়, যেহেতু আমরা ইউথ নিয়ে কাজ করি, উইমেন এম্পাওয়ারমেন্ট নিয়ে কাজ করি, উই প্রপোজ ফর R&D প্রজেক্ট, কারণ ইনফরমেশন এবং রিসার্চ এবং ডাটা হচ্ছে $1 trillion ইন্ডাস্ট্রি। দিস ইজ আ ভেরি ইউনিক কোলাবোরেশন, youth R&D acceleration. We will be delegating that young team. Not only that, we will be also monitoring them, giving them workshop and bringing opportunities so that they can be prepared as a next future leader. HerNet Foundation, we are hosting a mega exhibition that's called Bong Thrift Exhibition. যেখানে we were promoting recycle, reuse and circular economy.
ইউনাইটেড নেশন হিউম্যান রাইটস নিয়ে কথা বলে, কিন্তু তারা যে সবথেকে বেশি অটোক্রেটিক একটা প্রসেস ফলো করে, যেখানে আজকে প্যালেস্টাইনের যুদ্ধটা থামবে কিনা সেই ডিসিশনটা মাত্র 5টা দেশ নেয়। সো দ্যাট হোয়াট ডেমোক্রেসি আর উই টকিং অ্যাবাউট, তাই না? আজকে যদি সারা বিশ্বে ইউনাইটেড নেশনের সাথে 250 দেশটা মেম্বার, তারা কেন ভোট করতে পারছে না? আমাদের মিডিয়ার, আমাদের নিজেদের যে প্রেজেন্টেশন, আজকে একটা যোগ্যতা সম্পন্ন মানুষ যারা কাজ করে, ইনোভেট করে, তাদেরকে নিয়ে মিডিয়া কভার করে না।
I am a rebel by nature. I have ventured into many different fields and contrasting fields: media, business, corporate, social work. I, bearing a philosophical pride for my heritage and culture, stand committed together with this amazing dynamic team of Bangladesh Global Heritage to promote, flourish and retain our culture, our heritage, our pride.
Help us taking these people, who are Myanmar, they want to go back to their country. I feel their pain because we also know what goes inside that camp. There are issues, there are crises, be it drugs, mutiny, so many things are happening there. They want peace, so I feel America has that place as our friends. If they put a stronger voice, we can help these people get back to their homes.
I quoted Bangabandhu and his non-alignment and friendship to all foreign policy because as a youth I believe that's the way to moving forward. Well, the world is no longer Eurocentric, so when we talk about foreign policy, it is my understanding that country's best interest must be served first. It's not about we are on Russia or Ukraine. Obviously, I detest, like everyone here, the inhuman act. The other gentleman mentioned here that sometimes Bangladesh's stand is not clear. Well, what can you say after 200 years of oppression from the British or then again our own very Pakistani brothers? So it's gonna take time. When I look at India, I think they are gradually making their stand on foreign policy more strong and they're consolidating that fact. Now, Bangladesh is a very strategically and geopolitically important country, and we are definitely the biggest contributor in UN peacekeeping, and also we are members of very important global organization. Hence, as a youth of this country, I think I want to see leaders being more vocal, maybe a bit more witty, but make sure our interests are served right. We are not a country anymore, should be cornered. Are we on Russia's side or are we on Ukraine's side? I think it is our interest that we are on Bangladesh's side because we have amazing and historical relationship with India, Japan, Russia, and US is our biggest also collaborator, including China. So even Ukraine is our trade partner.
Western world may play a part, making Myanmar somehow a safe zone for these refugees because they cannot go back if they do not feel safe or dignified. Right now, you can take a nice picture. I can provide the blankets to that 70 years old girl who just had a baby, but I can't provide dignity for her. There is no dignity living in a refugee camp. Now is there. So that will only be possible. Maybe they can create a new city in Myanmar. All these $1 trillion of armed support they send for war, why can't they send few billions? And making Myanmar a safe zone for these people. If you really play a level field ambience, these people can actually get back their respect. Not just this, Syria, Palestine for crying out loud here. And I take pride being a Bangladeshi and the way our country, given our little resources, we have been able to deal with such crises with respect. So thank you so much.
The basic necessities of the citizen when it became a luxury. I think it's high time we actually raise our voices. So my focus would be on our education, health, and the justice system. If this can't be ensured with proper fairness, I do not think how the country will change for better in the future. And putting the right people in the right place. I think this is where we suffer the most. All this, the red tape, the nepotism, the dependency of trade for only few countries. Like, I do not understand why we have to import $12 billion from India when we export just $1 billion. So we need parity and trade equality, Western interference. And if we look back at the history, often the interference also led to more bad than good. And certain example could be Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria, or Ukraine for that matter. The opposition people or the current government
example I ask you, when you go to the Western seeking salvage, support, to fight or join your cause, don't you know you would also have to give something back? How much you are willing to actually fight for your own country, or the youth involvement. The biggest demography in our country is the youth, and what our government or the opposition is actually doing to unpack that.
We have few more goals, and because of our role in COVID, we got 2 international awards, one from Bangladeshi president inaugurated by the Prime Minister, and second from Nepal by the President of Nepal. Every dream has a voice. The moment you unmute that dream, it can change the world and create domino effect. Now those voices, those screaming dreams, we want to find, flourish and preserve. Thank you so much.